I'm making movement and nourishment a non-negotiable part of my life. I've set certain things in my life as non-negotiables. Of course, I'm not doing any of those extreme diets because, to be honest, they never work for me. But now I realize that the people around you make a huge impact on your mindset and your peace. And the truth is, the people who get things done aren't necessarily more motivated. However, they are more disciplined. But now I'm stepping into a new level of confidence. I'm embracing my femininity, my voice, my personal style without second guessing myself. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Anike. So if you've been watching my the videos I've released this year, you know that I'm gonna be 30 this year. Okay, like this is this is not news. Okay, I've said it in almost every video that I've made this year that I'm gonna be 30, and of course that comes with a lot of reflection and actually trying to be more intentional going into my 30s. So today I want to share 5 major changes I'm gonna be making going into my 20s. These are things I wish I had focused on sooner, but hey, better late than never, right? Okay, let's get into it. Number 1, prioritizing my health and fitness. For most of my 20s, my approach to health was always all or nothing. Some months I was hitting the gym consistently, and then suddenly life would get busy and I would fall off. Okay, it was always this cycle of starting over. But now I'm looking at fitness from a whole different mindset. Instead of seeing it as a short-term thing, I'm making movement and nourishment a non-negotiable part of my life. Not just for aesthetics, but I actually want to feel stronger, energized, and more capable as I get older. I want to be that person in their 40s and 50s who still feels great in their body. I'm also being more mindful of what I put into my body. Of course, I'm not doing any of those extreme diets because, to be honest, they never work for me. But I'm learning what actually works for me and what is good for my body and making good choices over the long term. Number 2, I'm choosing discipline over motivation. Here is the thing. I used to rely a lot on motivation. I would wait to feel like doing something before actually doing it, whether I was working out, working on a project, or even just sticking to personal goals. But motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. And the truth is, the people who get things done aren't necessarily more motivated. However, they are more disciplined. And now I'm building habits that don't rely on how I feel in the moment. I've set certain things in my life as non-negotiables. I move my body a few times a week, preferably 3 to 4 times a week. I stick to commitments that I make to myself, and I follow through regardless of how I feel. Okay, I heard this quote once: discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. And that's really what stuck with me. Number 3, I'm curating my circle and protecting my energy. In my 20s, I think I spent a lot of time just trying to keep up with friendships, relationships, and social circles just because they had been there for a long time. But now I realize that the people around you make a huge impact on your mindset and your peace. I'm becoming very intentional about what I give my time and my energy to. I no longer feel the need to entertain friendships that keeps me drained or connections out of obligation. I'm learning that it's okay to outgrow people, outgrow relationships, and that prioritizing my peace is not selfish. And I'm also prioritizing solitude more. I used to think that being alone meant being lonely, and now I see it as a time to recharge and reflect. Number 4, becoming more spiritually intentional. I've said this in my previous videos, so you guys are probably aware of this already. But in my 20s, I often viewed spirituality as something I would turn to in moments of hardship or when I needed guidance. But as I'm going to be stepping into my 30s, I'm realizing that a strong spiritual foundation isn't just for the tough times, it's for everyday life. I'm being more intentional and nurturing my faith, making time to pray, reflect, and deepen my understanding of the word. This isn't about rigid routines, but about building meaningful connection that help guide my decisions and gives me peace. I want to live with purpose and alignment, knowing that my values and beliefs are integrated into the way I move throughout the world. Number 5, embracing womanhood with confidence and authenticity. I think in my 20s, I spent a lot of time questioning myself, overthinking how I was perceived, worrying about whether or not I was saying or doing things the right way. But now I'm stepping into a new level of confidence. I'm embracing my femininity, my voice, my personal style without second guessing myself. I'm defining success on my own terms, whether that's in career, my relationship, or just my personal growth. There's something really powerful about stepping into who you truly are without worrying about outside opinions. So, those are my 5 biggest changes that I'm making going into my 30s. This new chapter feels different. in the best way, of course. It's about growth, intentionality, and stepping fully into the person I'm meant to be. So let me know in the comments, what's one change you're making in your life right now? Whether you're in your late 20s, 30s, or beyond. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and please turn on the post notification bell. So when I upload, you're going to be the first to know that I've uploaded and you'll come and watch my video in no time. Alright guys, see you in my next one. Bye!